Expanding Earth. The expanding Earth hypothesis once sought to explain continental movement by suggesting that Earth's volume was increasing. However, the advent of plate tectonics has made this idea obsolete. In 1834, Charles Darwin, aboard the HMS Beagle, observed raised beaches in Patagonia, which proved the theory of large-scale uplift in South America. He initially theorized that this was due to Earth's central mass expanding, but later abandoned this idea in favor of the theory that ocean floor subsidence forms coral reefs. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Roberto Mantovani confidently proposed that Earth's thermal expansion caused continental drift. While Alfred Wegener noted similarities, he did not fully endorse this. John Joly and Arthur Holmes later suggested Earth's thermal cycles cause periodic expansion and contraction. Despite early support, the expanding Earth theory lost ground as plate tectonics gained acceptance. Notable proponents like Samuel Warren Carey and Bruce Heezen eventually recognized plate tectonics' validity. Today, the expanding Earth hypothesis is nothing more than a historical curiosity. Earth is the center of the universe. The concept of the center of the universe is undoubtedly fascinating, yet it is clear that modern astronomy lacks a clear definition of it. The latest cosmological theories definitively show that the universe does not have a distinct spatial center. Historically, various cultures proposed different locations as the center of the universe. Many ancient mythologies included an axis mundi, a central axis connecting the earth, heavens, and other realms. In 4th century BC Greece, philosophers developed the geocentric model, which stated definitively that a stationary Earth was the center of a spherical universe, with the sun, moon, planets, and stars revolving around it. This view was overturned in the 16th century when Nicholas Copernicus introduced the heliocentric model, which placed the sun at the center with planets, including Earth, orbiting it. The early 20th century brought significant changes with the discovery of other galaxies and the development of the Big Bang theory. These advancements led to the indisputable understanding of a homogeneous, isotropic universe without a distinct central point in space. The concept of the Big Bang implies that the universe expands uniformly from a central point in time. Lemuria. In 1864, the zoologist Philip Sclater proposed the existence of Lemuria, a sunken continent in the Indian Ocean, to explain the presence of lemur fossils in Madagascar and India, but not in Africa or the Middle East. This idea was soon taken up by occultists, notably Helena Blavatsky, who incorporated Lemuria into her mystical teachings, claiming it to be the home of ancient human ancestors, the Lemurians. However, the theory lost scientific credibility with the advent of plate tectonics and the concept of continental drift in the 20th century. Ernst Haeckel suggested that Lemuria could be the cradle of humanity, but this was debunked when scientists embraced Alfred Wegener's theory of continental drift in the 1960s. Nevertheless, Lemuria captured the popular imagination and was incorporated into theosophical traditions and various pseudo-archaeological narratives. Notable works by James Churchward expanded the myth, renaming Lemuria Mu, a lost Pacific continent. The lore even inspired tales of Lemurians living beneath Mount Shasta in California, mixing mysticism with pseudo-history. So while Lemuria's scientific basis crumbled, its legend endured, influencing Western esotericism and popular culture. Hollow Earth. The hollow Earth theory suggests that our planet is completely hollow or has vast interior spaces. It's a fascinating idea. The first person to propose this fascinating theory was Edmund Halley in the late 1600s. However, it was quickly debunked by Pierre Bouguer in 1740 and conclusively dismissed by Charles Hutton's Schehallien experiment in 1774. Despite this, the idea lingered into the mid-19th century, with new champions emerging, including John Cleves Sims Jr. and J.N. Reynolds. By then, it had shifted into the realm of popular pseudoscience. Today, the hollow Earth theory survives in folklore and is a fascinating premise for adventure fiction. It also fuels conspiracy theories about underground realms like Agartha and the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, often populated by mythical beings or hidden political leaders. While not scientifically credible, the hollow Earth concept continues to capture the imagination, blending science fiction with elements of myth and legend. And it's easy to see why. Turtle Island. Some indigenous peoples and activists call Earth, or North America, Turtle Island. This name comes from creation stories from the northeastern woodlands and is still used today. The Lenape say there was nothing before creation. Their creator, Kishilamakank, lived in an empty, dark space. He dreamed of a world with mountains, forests, animals, and people. Kishilamakank brought his dream to life, creating helper spirits and a special tree from which the first humans emerged. A magical bear tooth caused wars and division. Kishilamakank sent Nanapush to reunite humanity. He created a sacred fire and a peace pipe. Nanapush saved animals from a flood by placing them on a turtle's back, which became Turtle Island. The Haudenosaunee also speak of a great island floating in space. Sky Woman fell to Earth and animals helped create land on a turtle's back. This shows how life and land are connected. The name Turtle Island has gained prominence since the 1970s, symbolizing a blend of indigenous and settler cultures. It appears in literature, music, and activism, showing a change in how we see North America. Earth is a living organism. The Gaia hypothesis, or Gaia theory, states that living organisms interact with Earth's inorganic environment to create a self-regulating system that sustains life. In the 1970s, chemist James Lovelock and microbiologist Lynn Margulis developed this idea. Lovelock named it after Gaia, the Greek goddess of Earth, inspired by his neighbor, novelist William Golding. This hypothesis definitively explores how life on Earth influences global conditions like temperature, seawater salinity, and atmospheric oxygen, maintaining the planet's habitability. Despite initial criticism for seemingly opposing natural selection, the Gaia hypothesis has gained significant support in Earth system science, biogeochemistry, and systems ecology. However, the scientific community remains divided. While some see value in the concept, others argue it lacks strong evidence. Nevertheless, Lovelock's contributions, including the Gaia hypothesis, earned him the prestigious Wollaston Medal from the Geological Society of London in 2006. The debate over Gaia's validity will continue, as it is a complex and provocative theory. Flat Earth theory. The flat Earth theory is an ancient belief that the Earth is a plane or disk, and it has been long disproven. Many early cultures, including those in the Near East, were convinced of this. The spherical Earth concept dates back to ancient Greek philosophy with Pythagoras in the 6th century BC, despite the idea seeing a resurgence as a conspiracy theory. In the 4th century BC, both Plato and Aristotle provided strong evidence for a spherical Earth. Ancient Chinese scholars described the Earth as flat until Jesuit missionaries arrived in the 17th century. The myth that medieval Europeans believed in a flat Earth is a 17th century fabrication designed to critique Catholic teachings. Recently, social media has fueled flat Earth theories, but there is no firm evidence that many people believe them. In fact, a 2018 Scientific American study showed that only 82% of young adults affirmed Earth's roundness, with less than 2% believing it is flat. World egg. The cosmic egg is a mythological motif found in many creation stories. The egg usually hatches and either forms the universe or creates a being who makes the universe. The egg often floats on primordial waters, with the shell becoming the heavens and the yolk becoming the earth. In Chinese mythology, the creator, Pangu, emerges from a cosmic egg, splitting it to form heaven and earth. In Dogon mythology, the god Amma creates the world from an egg divided into 4 elements. The ancient Egyptians also believed that gods came from a cosmic egg to create the universe. Greek and Roman myths also mention a cosmic egg, comparing heaven and earth to its shell and yolk. In Vedic tradition, a cosmic egg emerges from water to form the cosmos. The Finnish epic Kalevala tells of the world created from an egg laid by the air goddess Ilmatar. These myths reflect the egg's symbolism of nourishment and new life, illustrating humanity's quest to understand the universe.